I'm Jessie, and we're with BareBearFarms. We started this back in August with my husband, Michael, and he's a disabled veteran from toxin exposure, and that was really, we've always loved animals and always wanted to farm, but that was really probably the impetus of us taking over our own way of life where we can control the animals and the food and things that we're putting into our body, and to help him with his disability. So we started this farm, and we wanted to start taking you along on the adventures with us. And right now, it's mainly my farm. Michael helps out when he can, and we have another buddy from the Army who's living with us, and he also helps out. So it's a pretty small operation where we find that there's always things to do. But let me take you on a little tour of where we are now after the first 6 months or so of really starting our operation. All right, so first up, some of the first animals that we got were ducks. And we started with their duck house over here. We started with about 60, 70 ducks, 70 plus.
It was 70 that we purchased, and they gave us 10 for free on accident that we had to go pick up.
That is true. So we had about 80 ducks.
We had about 80, and I think in the end, when we started processing, we were like 63, 65-ish. There
was some loss. Lots to learn about ducks along the way, I'll tell you that. But in the meantime, you know, we got about 60 ducks. I got up to adulthood, and we processed the males just maybe like a month ago, maybe a little bit less. And so that took out about 23 ducks, and we have something like nearly 40, I think 37 or so remaining.
Gave one to a friend.
And the ducks have started laying. So this is where they lay their eggs now. In our duck house. And this is our new Pekin duck house that we're working on. And we'll have two different groups of mating pairs. It'll probably be a male and then maybe 3 hens in there with it. And 2 sets of that. So 2 males and maybe 6 hens in total that we'll be dividing in here. And we'll try to grow some plants in there with them and maybe some trees.
We want them to brooder, really, the
Yes, so that's exactly
ducklings, right?
Yeah, so this house is for broodering the meat birds. All right, then we also had started with bunnies right off the bat as well. But our male, let's go in. We can see them.
Oh, I see you made some toys.
We did.
With them.
They love them.
Look at these little toys you made. Huh. All right, they're all just back there chilling.
Yep, that's our big, beautiful, broken red New Zealand bunny, the male. Peanut Butter.
What's up, Peanut Butter?
All right, and then we built this raised bed, again, largely with what we have around here, which are trees, pine trees.
And we had a bunch of dirt, so.
Yep, bunch of dirt, bunch of trees. So here you go. And right now, that's still largely what it is. We haven't been very successful yet, but honestly, by the time that we finished this project, it was pretty late in the season. So,
yeah.
Just between battling the ants that are getting in it and the cold that was coming on, this is just starting to get going. And we are still battling some ants that come into the bed up here.
Wait, time out. This is one of our farm cats, Betty. She wants to say hi. She loves getting pet like this on her belly and rolling around in dirt, but she's got to watch out for the dogs. Yeah, okay, all right, go, Jessie.
Oh, yeah, so these are our garden beds, and soon we'll be growing all kinds of things in here, both for our table and to supplement feed for our animals. All right, we got 2 Turkish Kangles.
How do we get the ducks?
Oh, the ducks are pretty easy. You say, duck, 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 duck. Come on, duck, duck. And then I watch my beautiful ladies run. Hi, duck, duck.
Oh, yeah, come here. Come here. Sit.
Come on, ducks. You're doing great.
Jessie, so how do we call sheep and pigs?
Another real complex system. We go sheep, 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 and pig, 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 pig.
Now they're gonna expect something. We'll just have to give them rubs.
I'm gonna give them a pet. So we go turn off the fence before I zap myself. But we've got pigs and sheep. Hi, everyone. So that's our farm for now. And I hope that you follow along. We're going to be doing a lot of rotational grazing experimentation. We've been watching Greg Judy, Joe Salatan. We're going to put all of these practices to play here and see how they pan out. And that's Bear Farms. And you got to stay tuned because we're going to be getting a whole bunch of poultry this year. We're getting turkeys, geese, more Pekin ducks, and some quail. So stay tuned, come back and see what we're up to.